Are you ready?
Hey peeps, how's it going? It's your boy Ozzy, and we are today discussing if the Pistons should trade for either Wall and or Bradley Beal. Which, to start things off, we'll start with John Wall. I don't really think he'd be the answer for us. Even if his contract was reasonable, I still don't know if he'd be the answer to help save the Pistons. Which, I mean, we're not really struggling, so there's no sense to do something stupid. And his contract really gets out of hand after this year. I mean, it gets pretty close to like 42 million a year. So I mean, it gets pretty bad. And I don't really think he's that kind of a player that he's worth that much, especially since we need floor spacing, and he's not really a lights out 3-point shooter. Bradley Beal, on the other hand, can shoot the ball, and he's kind of a semi playmaker. I mean, he's nothing fantastic like Blake Griffin does a little bit of everything. Bradley Beal pretty much scores the basketball, which we need that. So, realistic trades for both of these people. I believe Washington is going to rebuild since they're trading their franchise players. And they're going to want draft picks, young pieces, and expiring contracts for cap space. So, that may entail a first-round draft pick and or a second-round draft pick, and then like a Zaza Pachulia, because he's only got a 1-year deal, or a Jose Calderon, and then probably someone like Henry Ellenson, or I don't know, but I mean, it would be someone that has to be young. I really wouldn't want to trade Bruce Brown or Kyrie just because of the sheer talent. Stanley Johnson has shown that he's improving and is thriving in this second unit. So, I mean, right now, I don't want to trade him, even though I've gone on the past saying I would. But, I mean, that's the title for a different video. Zach Lofton in the G League. He's got a lot of potential. I don't think you want to trade him. He looks explosive. He looks like he plays hard. I kind of like the dude. I wish we'd bring him up and give these young guys some more minutes. But that's that. If you trade for John Wall, they're probably... I don't know if they'd want Reggie Jackson just because they might want to rebuild and draft a point guard in the draft. So, I mean, I don't know if they would take Reggie. But, I mean, just young assets and draft picks is what they pretty much want. So, that being said, I don't know how well we would live up to compared to other people. But, I mean, I really don't want John Wall. Nothing bad against the guy. I just don't think he's the answer for us, man. I really don't. On to the game last night against the Cleveland Cavaliers. That was kind of hard to say. I kind of sounded country, but I did it like I did it. The Pistons played fantastic. Great chemistry and a great win for playing against Houston two games in a row, which those are going to be hard-fought games. One's in Houston, one's in Detroit, so we'll see how that goes. But the refs really gave Cleveland a shot to come back. And I was surprised because they don't have LeBron anymore. They don't have Kevin Love. They don't really have any stars on their team. So I was just kind of wondering why the refs are calling such bad calls. Several technicals were called on the Pistons for stupid stuff. One was called on Reggie Jackson. That was kind of like the Tim Duncan thing, where he was on the bench laughing and they called him a technical. I don't think Joey Crawford was in the game, but maybe the guy like Joey Crawford. I don't know. Anyway, regardless, the Pistons still won. And you could kind of see at the end of the game, like, they were kind of frustrated that they had to come out there and close it out. But Drummond did a great job closing the game out. He never quit. That white guy, I don't know how to pronounce his name, from Cleveland, was blowing up in the fourth quarter, just getting garbage points. And it's kind of frustrating Drummond a little bit. So, I expect the Pistons to come out with some firepower against the Rockets. Blake Griffin is going against CP3, and they almost fought when they played against the Clippers. So we'll see how this is going. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Pistons. They're really coming together. The young pieces are starting to develop. Stanley didn't have a great game. It wasn't terrible either, but Reggie Bullock had a great game. He's officially back. I believe he had 18 or 20 points, and he was just hitting the three ball, which is what we need from him right now. And it's great to see him come back. There is a problem with the rotation, though. We are giving Jose Calderon and Zaza too many minutes. We got to find somebody else to replace Zaza, man. I mean, I'm not saying we got to get rid of him off the team, but I mean, it really past 2 minutes, he's tired, and all these other guys have young centers that got more energy and are more determined than he is. So that being said, you gotta find a better replacement. Which when he plays, he's not bad. He's not garbage. Jose Calderon's getting too many minutes. I would really like to see Reggie and Ish get more minutes. But it is what it is, man. We're winning games. I really can't complain if we're winning. Maybe Jose Calderon's a glitch, and he's the glue making us win all these games. I don't know. But how are you guys feeling so far about the Pistons, man? I know the refs were cheating them a little bit last night, and they still found a way to overcome it. But, I mean, you go ahead and beat Toronto in Toronto on a buzzer beater, coming back from 19 down. You blow out the Cavs, but now you got to go to Houston. You got to play them. You got to beat them twice. So, a realistic expectation for this is a split. We lose in Houston and win in Detroit, because I think we get up for these kind of games. You know, when we play the big title contenders, we always get up and play hard against them. So we're definitely going to take one of them. Clint Capella is going to be the only guy who will be able to guard Drummond. So I mean, that's going to be a good matchup. Their power, I don't know who their power forward is, man. I don't know how well they're guarded against Blake, since they got rid of Trevor Ariza. But I imagine we'll put Glenn Robinson on James Harden. And I don't know. We might put Reggie on CP3. We might put Reggie Bullock on him. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting matchup. So I can't wait to see how it's going to play out. But I'll see you guys in the next one.